You're not bad with money. You've just been taught a money story that keeps you stuck. You've probably said it out loud before. I'm just bad with money. I suck at saving. I'm not a numbers person. Maybe you've maxed out a credit card. Maybe you've avoided checking your bank app for weeks. Maybe you feel a knot in your stomach every time rent is due. And every mistake feels like proof that your story is true. I knew it. I'm just irresponsible. Today, that story dies. Over the next 20 to 25 minutes, this video is going to do 3 things for you. First, show you why you think you're bad with money. Second, prove that it's not a personality trait, it's a story and a system. And third, give you a simple 3-rule 1% money protocol to start fixing it, starting this week. You don't need to become a finance nerd. You don't need to read 10 books. You don't need to become a different person. You just need to change the way you see yourself with money and the tiny systems that money flows through. Let's start with something uncomfortable, but important. Part 1. The money story you didn't choose. Think back for a second. What was money like in your house growing up? Maybe you heard, "We can't afford that. Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy." Or maybe you heard nothing at all. Money was secret, stressful, or only discussed during fights. Psychologists call these money beliefs, deep, emotional ideas about money that sit in your subconscious and drive your behavior. They sound like, "I'm bad with money. I'll never be rich. Money is always stressful. I can't hold on to money. It just disappears." Here's the problem. When you repeat those enough, they become your identity. And once your identity becomes, "I'm bad with money," your brain goes to work proving it true. This is called a self-fulfilling prophecy. You act in ways that create the very result you're afraid of. You get a paycheck, and instead of seeing opportunity, you feel anxious. So you avoid looking at the numbers. You wing it. You impulse buy to feel better for 5 minutes. Then at the end of the month, you're short again. And the voice in your head says, "See, you're just bad with money." You didn't wake up and choose that identity. It was installed by your environment, family, culture, school, social media. Here's the first truth you need to hear. You're not bad with money. You are untrained with money. That's a huge difference. Nobody says, "I'm bad with French" if they've never studied French. They say, "I never learned French." But with money, we confuse lack of training with lack of ability. So from this moment on, "I'm bad with money" is banned. Replace it with, "I was never trained, but I'm learning." Say that to yourself right now. I was never trained, but I'm learning. That single identity shift opens the door for everything that comes next. Now let's talk about the trap that keeps you stuck even after you decide to change. Part 2. The psychological trap. Why your brain sabotages money decisions. There's a reason smart people make dumb money choices. It's not stupidity. It's not craziness. It's psychology. Researchers talk about something called the psychological poverty trap. When you feel like you don't have enough money, your brain shifts into survival mode. In survival mode, your brain focuses on right now, not next month. Prioritizes relief over progress. It avoids anything that feels emotionally painful, like checking your balance. So instead of asking, "What's the best decision for future me?" you ask, "What makes this awful feeling go away right now?" That's when you order takeout even though you promised to cook. You buy something because you deserve it after a bad day. You avoid opening that email about your credit card statement. None of that makes you bad. It makes you human. The problem is if you don't understand that this is what your brain is doing, you blame your character instead of your mode. "I'm a mess. I have no discipline. I'll never get this right." But if you put anyone, even a smart, disciplined person, into constant money stress long enough, their decision-making gets worse. Here's the key. Money problems are not just about numbers. They're about attention, stress, and identity.
which is exactly why pure budgeting apps and spreadsheets often fail you. They talk to the logical brain, but your money behavior is driven by the emotional brain. So before we talk about systems, we have to upgrade your money identity, because just like habits, money behavior follows who you believe you are. Let's build that new identity right now.
Part 3. Identity shift from bad with money to learning with money. Remember this line: money is not your personality. Money is a skill set and a system. You are not bad with money. You are at a beginner level with money. Nobody shames a beginner at the gym. Nobody tells a beginner driver, "Wow, you're terrible, don't ever drive again." But with money, we act like our first few mistakes are the whole story. So here is your new identity sentence. I'm becoming the kind of person who makes calm, intentional money decisions. That's it. Not I'm rich, not I'm a finance expert. Just I'm becoming the kind of person who makes calm, intentional money decisions. Say it slowly, out loud. Now here's why this matters so much. Every time you check your balance instead of avoiding it, move $20 into savings, say no to one impulse purchase, you're not just doing a task, you're casting a vote for that identity. One vote doesn't change the whole identity, but hundreds of votes, you start to feel like a different person. The goal is not to go from bad with money to financial genius overnight. The goal is to go from avoidant and ashamed to curious and intentional. Once your money identity stabilizes, systems become easy to maintain. So, how do we turn this new identity into something real? We use the 1% money protocol, 3 simple rules that move you out of shame and into control. Part 4. The 1% money protocol. Rule 1. See it, don't judge it. You cannot fix what you refuse to look at. The very first step out of I'm bad with money isn't investing, it isn't budgeting, it isn't opening a Roth IRA. It's simply know your numbers without shame. Here's your tiny, stupid, simple action. For the next 7 days, once a day, open your main bank app and just look at the number. 30 seconds. No spreadsheets, no tracking, no calculations. Your only job is to practice being the kind of person who looks. You're training your nervous system that seeing your money is safe. If you want to go one step further, start a simple note in your phone. Date, balance, one word about how you feel. That's it. Researchers have found that just monitoring money without even changing behavior yet can increase financial control and reduce anxiety. You're not allowed to say, "I'm such an idiot," or "I'm so behind." You're only allowed to say, "This is data, and now I know." That's rule 1. See it, don't judge it, because you can't steer a car with your eyes closed. Now, once you can look, we can start making micro moves. Part 5. Rule 2. Make money moves stupid small. Just like habits, your money actions need to be stupid small at the start. If your brain hears, "From now on, I'm saving 30% of my income, no excuses," it panics. It goes straight back into survival mode. So instead, we make the minimum version so small it's almost impossible to fail. Here's the stupid small money rule. Every time money enters my life, I move 1% to a safe place. Got $100 from a side hustle? Move $1. Got your paycheck? Move 1%. It's not the amount that matters yet, it's the motion. You're training this identity. I'm the kind of person who keeps some of my money on purpose. That is the opposite of I'm bad with money. Once that 1% is automatic, you can raise it to 3%, then 5%, then 10%. But if you try to start at 10% from a place of panic, you'll sabotage it.
Banks and money coaches talk about the power of automatic small transfers. They work because they don't trigger your brain's emergency alarm. So your homework for Rule 2, pick one account where money comes in. Set up an automatic transfer of 1% into a separate savings or Future Me account. If you can't automate yet, do it manually, but the moment money hits, move that 1%. The amount doesn't matter, the repetition does. You're building a money reflex. Now you're moving 1%. Now we level up with the environment. Part 6, Rule 3, change the environment your money lives in. Just like your habits, your money doesn't live in a vacuum. It lives in an environment. Right now, that environment might be credit cards everywhere, online shopping apps on your home screen, buy now, pay later buttons one tap away, zero separation between spend money and store money. When everything around you screams spend money, you will spend. Not because you're bad, because your environment is loud. So Rule 3 is make good money behavior easy, make bad money behavior annoying. Here are 3 quick changes you can make this week. 1. Separate your money into 3 simple buckets. Not a complicated budget, just 3 accounts or sub-accounts. Pay, for bills and essentials. Play, for fun, guilt-free spending. Grow, for saving and future goals. Research in personal finance shows that mental accounting, separating money into categories, helps people control spending better even if the total amount is the same. You're giving each dollar a job. 2. Add friction to impulse spending. Take shopping apps off your home screen. Turn off one-click purchase wherever you can. Remove saved card details from your most dangerous website. Every extra step, typing your card, logging in, gives your rational brain a chance to wake up. 3. Make your Future Me visible. Rename your savings account Future Me Freedom or Move Out Fund or Debt-Free Me. Put a sticky note on your desk. Does this help Future Me? A lot of money psychology comes down to how real your future self feels to you. If future you feels distant, you'll sacrifice them for today you. If future you feels like a real person you care about, you'll protect them. These 3 changes, buckets, friction, and Future Me, turn money from a blurry, shameful thing into something you can actually shape. Now let's take all of this and turn it into a 1-week action plan.
Part 7, the 7-Day I'm Not Bad with Money Challenge. Here's your 7-day 1% money challenge. You don't need to fix everything. You just need to prove one thing to yourself. I'm not bad with money. I'm learning money. Day 1, identity. Write this on paper. I'm becoming the kind of person who makes calm, intentional money decisions. Say it 5 times out loud. Put that paper somewhere you'll see it, your wall, your laptop, your wallet. Day 2, see it. Open your bank app once. Look at the number for 30 seconds. Write down date, balance, 1 word about how you feel. No judging, just noticing. Day 3, 1% move. When any money hits your account, move 1% to a Future Me account. If no money hits today, move any amount, even $1, just to cast the vote. Day 4, environment shift. Create your 3 buckets: pay, play, grow. Even if it's just in your head or written on paper, define what goes where. Day 5, friction day. Remove one app or shortcut that makes you overspend. Take Amazon, food delivery, or shopping apps off your home screen. Day 6, Future Me. Rename your savings account something that represents your future, like Debt-Free Me, First Apartment, Freedom Fund. Write 1 sentence. Future Me will thank me for dash. Day 7, reflection. Look back at the week. How many days did you look at your money, move even $1,
Take one intentional action. Even if you only nailed 3 out of 7, that's 3 votes for your new identity. Remember this, you don't need a perfect streak, you need a pattern. The 1% aren't perfect with money, they're just consistently intentional. Part 8. Your next money move. Call to action. So no, you're not bad with money. You were given a story that said you're bad with money. You were dropped into systems that push you to overspend. You were never trained to see money as a skill. But now you know. Your money story came from somewhere. Your brain reacts to money stress in predictable ways. Your identity around money can change. And there is a simple 1% protocol you can follow this week. Now it's time to prove it to yourself. Right now, drop a comment and finish this sentence. I'm becoming the kind of person who, maybe it's, pays attention to my money, saves a little every month, makes calm, intentional money decisions. Your comment isn't for the algorithm, it's a public vote for your new identity. If this video helped you feel even a little less ashamed about money, hit like so YouTube shows it to more people who are secretly beating themselves up about money. And if you want to build your money skills one tiny step at a time, subscribe to the 1% Focus. Because in this series, we're going from I'm bad with money to I have a simple, calm money system without spreadsheets taking over your life. In the next money video, we're breaking down money habits that keep young adults broke forever and how to flip each one. You are not bad with money. You're just at the beginning. You already took the hardest step. You watched this instead of avoiding it. Now take the next 1% step. Look once, move 1%, shift one belief. Your future self is going to be so grateful you started today.